Good evening, Leo, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to Will's Cartomancy Tarot. What I like to do is I'm going to get you started with your tea leaf reading here, as I've already shuffled the cards as illustrated there right before you. Okay. If you're new to my channel, I certainly appreciate both your viewership as well as your subscription. And for you veteran Leos out there, certainly I appreciate your returning. Okay. So, what I like to do today is to just uh, see what energies are surrounding um, various areas of your life from now until the end of this month here. And I'm going to be posting more readings for you guys. I got a bit behind because I recently relocated. So that's why this reading is being posted so late in this month here. So, what I like to do is to uh, cover your romantic area as well as work, or basically whatever that comes up here. Okay, Leos, this is a general reading, so it may not resonate for each and every one of you out there, but for those for whom this reading is meant, I certainly hope it offers you invaluable information. Okay, so I'm going to go get started here by first shuffling up a few of these romance angel oracle cards, just to start off by just giving a general feel of what's really kind of surrounding you romantically, okay? So, Spirit, give us messages for Leo. What messages do we have for Leo, Spirit? Okay. So, it certainly shows here that, a lot of you are, in fact, desiring to have, a harmonious type relationship here I'm feeling here. And some of you may have been in the doldrums. I'm getting. So this card is kind of suggesting that you attract romantic love by enjoying this moment fully. And what I think this card means is that you need to enjoy this moment and really stop, you know, stressing over what may have occurred in the past for you guys, okay? It looks like that some of you might even need to kind of, you know, make more effort in your relationship or in trying to obtain a suitable relationship, because this card is suggesting that great love is worth taking the steps that you've been guided to take here. And perhaps some of you may need to remove some of the debris in order to um, obtain the great love that your heart so desires here. I'm kind of feeling. Okay. I also feel that many of you need to let go of control issues here. You may be involved in a situation where you've been kind of pressing for results, or you just want to really control the person or even, in fact, the outcome here. This card is indicating that it's time that you allow this situation to really run its natural course, or to, in fact, unfold naturally, as this card is saying here. Okay? I'm also getting a strong indication that because you've been wounded in the past and hurt, many of you might be having a hard time opening yourself up a bit, okay? Which is why you may have these control issues, okay? This card is kind of suggesting to you that it really is safe for you to love. It's time that you open your heart to give and receive the highest energy at all. And that might include letting go of some things. And I just keep feeling this throughout these cards, even though I'm not pulling cards saying let go. I'm feeling that there is a situation that might be existing that may not be serving um, what it is that you need at this time in your life here. Okay. I also feel that for some of you, your love life has certainly been influenced by your religious upbringing here. All right. And even your spiritual path. Okay. So I see that a lot of you are or have been trying to manifest a new love here, and it seems that is this would be a strong possibility here, because it seems that a new person um, will enter your life, or in fact has already entered your life. Okay? And that person is really going to incite passionate sexual feelings in you. Okay? This person is highly sex, I'm getting, as well as you. All right? But in order to move forward with this new love, ladies and gentlemen, and I knew that I would kind of get to this card here, you got to free yourself. It's time that you really take back control of your life here. Okay? So let's go on and just get started here with this teacup reading, this tea or this tea leaf reading, just see what other information we can glean, not only romantically, but in other areas here that, a lot of you might have concerns about. Okay? So I'm certainly, being guided to this mice energy here because it certainly shows that there's a lot of discord that seems to be going on amongst your friends as well as your family members here. All right? Because I feel that for many of you, because you have this rat energy there, it seems that someone is working against you or working behind your back, as I, kind of felt when I was pulling these romantic angel cards here. The person is just very sneaky, I'm feeling, and very insincere, okay? Because you have both the rat as well as the feather there. So that shows that someone is undependable and insincere here, as it is written there on the card there, okay? And to further emphasize that fact, this friend or lover is going to cause great disappointment. It's going to cause you to feel very disappointed, I'm getting here, because you have the flute, okay? And the reason why, you know, things are souring here because this person has always had an agenda with you, it seems here. And this person is two-faced. It's either a friend or lover, someone with whom you're kind of dealing. It could even be in the work arena, or it could be, in fact, with someone that you're dealing romantically. And we're going to pull letters to try to help you unmask this person here. But this person is very two-faced, and they never, you know, they kind of like you, and they're on the one hand, and then they're very much jealous of you on the other. I'm also seeing too that it's certainly a strong possibility that you're gonna separate, or I'm seeing some type of a parting of the ways here. It could either be in romance or even in business for some of you guys. You may, kind of move forward in a new, with a new opportunity, business related. All right. So because you have this broken ring, okay, and it certainly suggests here, as we will get to the bottom of these cards here, there is going to be some type of a business opportunity or a new job that is going to come about for many of you. Okay, but I feel that it looks like with this romantic situation, it seems that many of you have had very unrealistic expectations here. I feel that you've been deluding yourself and always trying to see the best in people, but you can't always do that. If someone really isn't, you know, treating you right, there's no sense in you fantasizing that is actually happening when it's, in fact, that is not here, because you have the dragon there, and that says that, that tells you to be aware of self-delusion. Okay, and I feel that many of you might be deluding yourself because of this rabbit energy here. Your concern is just too stuck on sex. I'm feeling you just always thinking about sex, and you might want to kind of get your mind off of that so much and start focusing on what's really important here. You know, I'm also feel that you guys are maybe having might be having a lot of financial challenges here. So much so that it has caused a financial pinch here with that lobster there. And you might even be contemplating doing something risky or taking a chance, I'm feeling here. All right, with the tiger. And the finger that sits next to it, it's warning you of a problem that is either now, and of course we know that there is a problem presently because you have this two-faced person around you as well as all of this card that you are experiencing here. Okay? But it could possibly continue into the future if you don't. What, ladies and gentlemen? Free yourself. Okay? It's time to really take control of your life here. All right? And the hand is suggesting that if you are in need of any type of help or assistance, it will be proffered. All you just have to do is just to reach out and ask. Okay? So, despite the fact that we have this rat energy here, which indicates that someone is working against you, the cobweb energy here is letting you know that you are, in fact, protected from negative forces over which you have no control here. And the key that sits next to it is that you have the key to unlock or the solution to your problem. Okay, you have to make a decision here, and it shows too that there will be a successful outcome to the problems you are combating at this time. Okay, and then we move right along down to this tortoise here, and just as you know, the intention of the author Aesop in Aesop's fable, the tortoise and the hare here, no one ever expected that tortoise to defeat the hare. But he defeated the hare by being very uh, cunning. Okay, he outsmarted him. Okay, and slowly but surely, ladies and gentlemen, he won. Right. So slowly but surely, you're gonna get ahead here, despite the conflicts that you guys are kind of experiencing here. I feel that you're going to start seeing a lot of good fortune coming towards you guys with the beetle, as well as you're going to be entering in a very, you're going to enter a period of prosperity as well as abundance here. And as indicated from the onset with the broken ring here, it shows that there could be a parting of the ways in either romance or business. The bag certainly shows that something important is coming up for you, for many of you. It could be a job or, in fact, a raise here. Okay. I'm also seeing news of a birth for some of you, or, in fact, a new business opportunity. Okay. And to further emphasize the fact, along with this cobweb here, the dog also reassures you that you are, in fact, protected from a very powerful friend here. I'm kind of getting. Some of you seem to be very stuck in some way. All right. And it looks like that a lighthearted, carefree time is about to come up for a lot of you guys here because you have this jug. I see you having a very lighthearted, carefree time here. And it looks like it's going to come from you journeying or going on a trip somewhere here, or even, in fact, taking a vacation. Because you not only have the carriage, which represents a journey and could either be physical or either mental, but you also have the hammock that certainly shows you taking a vacation. Again, it could be either physically or either mentally here, but it's going to give you an enlightened understanding here, as well as you're going to be very happy here. And it could possibly be with some of you, may even be going with a someone of the same sex here, I'm getting, because you have the teapot. Okay, but I'm just seeing that a friendship is going to kind of, get deeper. I'm kind of getting because the person seems to be very caring. I'm feeling very, cares for your feelings. So it looks like some of you, this might be a new friend that some of you might meet, but it looks like it's someone of the same sex. I'm getting. Okay. I also see you receiving a gift. Someone is going to be giving you a gift too with this box energy here. Okay. And rest assured, Leo, that you know the you may have a few challenges that you would have to combat here, but the mountain road here certainly assures you that you are in fact on the road to success. You're about to kind of move forward on a new plateau of experiences here. So now what I like to do is to go in and just kind of help identify this two-faced friend here that seems to be here, this person that seems to be very, very, kind of insincere. Because it shows with the dragon, once again, that a lot of you may be self-deluding yourself. Okay? So I'm going to go on and select 20 letters from this bag of 200 letters to help you, Leo, identify who this person might be. All right? And this person, these letters may spell out the person's entire name, or it could, in fact, um, spell out a nickname or something will help you identify this person. Okay? So, Spirit, guide me to the correct 20 letters for Leos here of this person that seems to be very two-faced. Because sometimes we do know who the person might be in our heart, but sometimes we may have a hard time trusting what we're thinking here. But I'm sure a lot of you have some idea who this person might be. So let's get these letters out. Okay. Okay, Leo, we have a P, we have a U, an I, an S, an a E, another E, an S, we have a C, an L, a D, none more letters, Spirit. R, I, O, H, R, S, N. Okay. We have a K, and we have an I. All right, so I'm going to call these back to you to ensure that you guys have them all. All right, there are 3 E's. There is 1 L, 2 R's. There are 3 I's, a D, a K, an O, H, an N, 3 S's, a C, a P, as well as a U. Okay? So I'm going to just grab another deck here to kind of, because, your cards is kind of, suggesting that because you're going through all this discord with your family members and you're going through all this disappointment and, the cards are kind of asking you to really free yourself here. I'm going to go on and just shuffle up a few more cards to kind of help you learn and trust, ladies and gentlemen, in your true power, as well as give you a few things that you could contemplate as you move forward in these remaining days here for this month. Okay, so Spirit, please give us a few messages for Leos that are something that they pretty much need to hear at this time here. A message meant for Leo. Okay. All right. So it seems that as I had indicated in your reading here, that you guys are kind of going through, you're going to, because of the problems or amid all of the problems that you're going through, you're going to, it's going to result in you having a great awakening here. Okay. So this card is telling you to really walk in your truth, stand firm in your light. So the question that you could answer for yourself is how can you trust yourself a bit more here? Okay? A lot of you, you've been kind of second guessing yourself and feelings here, which also goes along with this self delusion. All right? And I think that a lot of you already know the answers to your problems. Okay? You're also going to find that you're kind of experiencing a deep inward journey. And you're going to be rewarded for the work here. And it seems that tea leaf cards have predicted this. So, how can you, ladies and gentlemen, alchemize your fear? Okay? It's time that you learn to prioritize self love as well as care. So, ask yourself, when do you, Leo, feel the most nurtured and cared for? Okay? Understand that the how is certainly in the now. So, what has your intuition been trying to tell you? All right, that you just haven't been, really facing here again with this self delusion here that's shown there in your reading. Okay, understand that you certainly can make it through because your higher self is always guiding you. Never forget that. So, what wisdom does your higher self have for you? Understand again by freeing yourself, ladies and gentlemen, and letting control issues or letting go of control issues. To receive, you have to release. So, what can you let go of, or what do you want to receive here? And last but not least, with these cards, understand that you heal by releasing, not suppressing. So, what emotions do you really need to feel that you have yet to, feel? All right. So, keeping along those lines here, let's look at a few things that you might want to consider surrendering or letting go as you move forward with the remaining days of this month here. So, Spirit, give us a few additional messages for Leos here. A few things that they might want to consider surrendering or, in fact, letting go. Okay. It's time that you surrender to receiving support and love, Leo. It's time that you allow the love and support of others in, rather than really trying to always handle everything. So everything, on your own here, because doing so certainly can take the pressure off and really simultaneously nurture you. Some of you might even need to surrender to non-action, okay? Because this card is kind of showing that now is the time to really be still and not act. Simply breathe and really focus on your own power and just let others simply, come to you. Okay? It's time that you learn to surrender to setting limits, which is very important. Okay? Because it's certainly healthy to really set boundaries in all of your relationships. It's time that you, Leo, practice expressing your needs and remember that no is certainly a complete sentence. Okay? Again, to further emphasize the fact that it may be time that you surrender to non action, it also may be time that you surrender to silence. Okay? So understand that in quiet meditation or even in fact contemplation, this gives you the time to kind of let go and enter the stillness that reside within. Okay? And silence can really certainly heal as well as replenish you. It's time that many of you, again, get rid of the self delusion and surrender fear. You have to let go of the fearful stories that you constantly continue to tell yourself. Stay in this moment and focus on solutions and really celebrate every baby step forward. And last but not least, It's time that you learn to surrender to the magic of who you truly are, Leo. Understand that we certainly all have magic in us. Even in the mundane aspects of life, remember that you certainly are a magical being with a uniqueness and worth that really come from just being you, Leo. Okay? So, in conclusion tonight, ladies and gentlemen, I like to just leave you with more of an evocative message from Spirit, which I'll share to you. I'm from a postcard, okay? And I'm going to go on and get that postcard out for you guys right now. And here it is. And I'm going to read the message as it is written, okay? Dearest you, on Earth, humans learn about life by telling stories and creating new ones based on shared experiences. Eventually, after repeating one often enough, it becomes your main story that you use to define yourself and the world. So, to get the answers that you seek, you must get vulnerable and hear your story when you tell it. Ask, why do you tell it? Is it really true? What else can be true? Can you see the truth that spirit is in all things? Do you see how other stories, Leo, tend to overlap as well as intertwine? Spirit loves stories, for they are like blueprints for co-creation. So tell the one we know to be true about you a story of courage, of gratitude, as well as honesty. Tell an empowered story about well being, wisdom, and grace. You will experience your world according to the story you tell about it. So make sure they are stories, Leo, you are proud of. Genuine, loving you from heaven. Okay, this is from Spirit. So, Leos, this is what I have for you. I certainly hope that this reading has offered food for thought. Okay, always remember that when one door closes, another one tends to open. Okay, so if you've yet to subscribe to my channel, Leo, please take a few moments to do so now. I certainly would like to hear your comments. All right, and if you like this video, please give it a big thumbs up and share it with anyone who you feel may benefit from kind of hearing these messages. Okay, thanks a lot, and once again, have a nice evening. Okay, thank you.